In the meanwhile, I'm going to tell you that what's going to be our next topic. That's AI, the time to act is now. That is artificial intelligence. And to talk and to speak on this topic, we have Ms. Nivruti Rai, who is the Vice President in the Data Center Group and Country Head Intel India at Intel Corporation. Ladies and gentlemen, the lady is already here. Can we have a big round of applause? She's going to be our last speaker, so please pay some attention to her. I'm sure you're going to enjoy this topic.
Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to talk here in Kolkata. So let me introduce myself. While you heard my formal introduction, my real introduction is I love Kolkata. I love West Bengal. I love the people, the food, so much so that I can even sing in Bengali. That's how much I love Kolkata. And I was very excited about coming here with promise of, a wonderful Jamdani sari because I love the textiles here. So thank you very much for welcoming me here. And I'm looking forward to a session where I can, share with you my experiences and encourage you to be the leading state with GDP per capita being the highest. I was traveling from the airport to my hotel, Westin, and I thought that, this looks like a state which has ambition, which has aspirations. And I really want to see many more AI startups that come up, because unless you focus on AI, your GDP is not doubling, tripling. So that's why I'm really, honored to talk to you about AI. I have a few foils that I want to share with you. The very first one, we've gone through several revolutions. Industrial Revolution 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, India has either been lagging or barely making it into the revolution. Now, we are in the Industrial Revolution 4.0. 4.0 is all about data. It's all about creating value out of data. Whether you call it data is the new oil, or you say data is the new electricity, but data is what is going to enable India, data is what is going to enable West Bengal to lead and drive this revolution. So with that, I want to share with you what are some of the technologies that will enable the data to turn into oil, the data to turn into electricity. Some of the technologies that I believe are blockchain. Why? Because if data is driving decisions, data is driving value, there has got to be security for data. Blockchain is one of the key technologies that will enable storage security and transmission security. Similarly, I believe India will thrive on gig economy. We have limited space. We have large number of people. Sharing or gig economy has to grow in multiple areas beyond transportation like Ola. And we have to look at what are the other ways. We have concepts like WeWorks, shared workspace. It has to go several notches ahead of how we can leverage, more of the gig economy. The one topic is ML and AI that I'm very interested in, and I believe that this is our opportunity to be leading. Now, just to demystify AI, all of you have probably heard what are called buzzwords: artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, brain-inspired learning. What is the difference? There is significant difference between each one of them, even though so many of us use it synonymously. Artificial intelligence is a very large, big umbrella. What AI actually means is the machines are acting smartly. Now, AI is nothing new. You won't believe, even in Greek mythology, people talked about mechanical men. What that meant was there were machines that were acting like men. So we had artificial intelligence, which is machines working smartly way back then. Now, machine learning is a subset of AI. What is machine learning? Machine learning is the capability of processing with human-like intellect using a large amount of data. Now, I have been telling you that we are in the phase where Industrial Revolution 4.0 is data-driven. We have data through the access of internet. We have data through access of academia. We have data through institutions like hospitals and health. So there's a large amount of availability of data. Once you take the data and train it to build a model, then take that model and use it for prediction is what is called machine learning, training and inferencing through the use of data. Now, what is the technology that enables machine learning? The model which works like humans. It is neural networks. So you also have heard of neural networks. There are very many types of neural networks. Combinatorial neural networks called CNN. Similarly, we have DNN. There are very many different types of neural networks. All those is creating a model which has brain-like processing capability. So machine learning enables human-like processing and thinking and leverage of data. And when it makes inferences on a certain prediction, sometimes it fails. So that failure is fed back in, and it's continuous learning. Now, I told you first is AI, then is ML, and now a certain specific type of machine learning is deep learning or brain-inspired learning. So all it is a version or application of machine learning. It is very important for us to know, guys, that machine learning is not a complex thing. We have in India very many programmers. We have in India very many mathematicians, data analysts, statisticians, and India is rich in data. So I really believe that it's our opportunity to leverage AI and be leading. India has beautifully demonstrated technology skips. So let me give you one beautiful example. We used to use cash for shopping. Now, we are using digital wallet. And when I say we, I'm saying masses. We totally skipped credit card. I totally believe that in the space of AI, we can skip several generations and come straight to machine learning and leverage artificial intelligence to create value. Now, I kept telling you that India is rich in data. Why and how does it help in machine learning? Machine learning works on statistics of data. Machine learning works beautifully in volumes and variety of data. But I'll tell you where machine learning fails. Machine learning fails in corner cases. And let me give you one example. While coming from the Kolkata airport to Westin, I didn't see any traffic. But I know that that's not a reality. When I go to the city, there'll be a lot of traffic. If I build a collision avoidance algorithm based on India traffic, it will address all corner cases, and I will build a robust algorithm that will fail nowhere. So corner cases are very important for machine learning, and in India, we have plenty. So I believe not only do we have volume, we have variety, therefore, we will have a robust model and a more accurate prediction. That is why India has an opportunity with AI. I will tell you, I will not spend a lot of time, but all I want to tell you is one of the usage of machine learning is computer vision. Can the computer see like human eye with the leverage of LiDARs, radars, cameras? And we believe that the accuracy has kept on exponentially improving. So has the ability for natural language processing, which means you speak and your computer will perform. Why is this exciting for me? This is exciting for me is because our rural population, therefore, will not have to do a lot of learning and can use natural language to leverage AI, whether it is in the space of agriculture or in the space of trade. I want to share with you, this is a very complex slide, but the only thing I'm trying to say is in AI, there are two kinds of things. One is building AI algorithms. Two is, once you have AI algorithms, how do I create an application out of it? So, while building the algorithms are a very few set of people, but using the AI algorithms, all of us in this room should be able to do. It is not complex once you understand that all AI is trying to do is take data, put it into the model, and use it for prediction. Whether it is a weather prediction or a cancer prediction, you can leverage it multiple places. So the bottom is, how do you build AI algorithms? The middle is, how can I use data analytics? The third stage is toolkits, which says, how do I apply all of this model, all of this data analytics to a certain use case? And what I would urge all of the entrepreneurs over here is to look at, how do I use AI? How can I leverage AI and make progress in my business? I will tell you, I honestly can admit, I eat my own medicine. Whatever AI solutions we are building at Intel, we are using each and every one of them, either in the way we do design or in our infrastructure and even logistics. And believe me, I see tremendous value in terms of resource and time saving. What are the 4 critical areas that we are looking at in terms of AI? Healthcare, agriculture, finance, as well as automotives. Now, I will also tell you, AI and machine learning are 2 types. One is applied. These are applied use cases for AI. They are relatively easier. Why? Because we build a customized application for this use case. The other use case of AI and ML is a little bit harder. It's called generalized AI, which means I will build one algorithm and it will work for multiple use cases. That actually enables AI to truly work like human beings. But I'm very happy to tell you that just in this last year, Intel India has signed up with the government as well as Tata Institute of Fundamental Research to focus on 3 areas for AI: agriculture, health, and smart mobility. I will give you a little bit examples of all 3 of them. The whole goal is, while United States, China, Europe, and some of the other countries like UK are building IPs in AI, we are not. They are going to work on creating new interesting use cases out of the IP they build. They have so many startups that are doing AI. They have reskilling programs to enable their people to know AI. We have to catch up and make sure that we do that. This is one attempt. It's first of its kind PPP model, and I'm really happy to say that we have made significant progress here. I will tell you, and let me just build this. I have partnered with the government of Telangana and Karnataka on 2 things. Before I share with you what I am doing, let me tell you that in 1 hour, India sees 17 deaths happen because of traffic accidents. The world sees 143. And bulk of them less than the age of 24. And most of them men who had wonderful opportunity of a beautiful life cut short. So what we are doing is, in partnership with the government, I'm creating a gray map. So in the end, you will see entire Karnataka, any XY location, because I have GPS, show you a gray zone mapping. What it means is anywhere where it is non-white, highly likely an accident will happen. Why? Because there's an infrastructure issue. Why? The crossings are bad. Why? Their accidents have happened here, the drivers need training. So we are creating this gray zone mapping for Telangana as well as for Karnataka. The other thing we are doing is we are collecting data such that, and making it open source. And just for the reference, open source will enable any one of you to download this data. We have collected several hundred terabytes of data on Indian road conditions such that people can build new startups out of that. People can build algorithms for road safety and eventually driver assist or even autonomous driving. I'm happy to share that this was one of its kind data set, and we just presented in the world's biggest computer vision conference in Munich. In 2 weeks' time, we had 40,000 downloads of hundreds of terabytes of data. That's how valuable it is. It's not just simply data. It's clean data. It's annotated data. Annotated means this is a truck carrying pipes, this is a cycle, this is a pedestrian, this is a dog, this is a baby, all contextualized as well. Meaning, not only annotated, contextualized, that if you are driving behind a truck, carrying loose pipes, danger sign, stay away. So we have collected data, annotated and contextualized and made it available as open source in partnership with IIIT Hyderabad. Now, I spoke to you, since a lot of you could be entrepreneurs, a lot of you are technologists, some of you are not. Let me just give you, while I shared with you applied AI. Applied AI can detect cancer. Applied AI can project climate. Let me tell you, India is 45% GDP driven through agricultural investments. 45% of our people are farming, as compared to 2% in the United States, which means our productivity is not good. You see so many suicides happening, so many loans, and defaulting of loans and, forgiving loans, etc. But why does this happen? This happens, one of the reasons I can share with you. 1 degree Celsius change in temperature reduces productivity by 20%. And I'll tell you, many of the farmers, 20% is their entire margin, their entire saving. What will they do? Can technology enable them with better understanding of soil? What should they grow today that they should not do tomorrow? Let me tell you, Israel has stopped growing oranges. Why? It dries up their soil. It takes the nitrogen content and makes the soil far worse. They don't grow cotton. They buy from everywhere else. If we give our farmers knowledge, today you sow beans, tomorrow you do rice, and the neighboring fields should do this, and here's the temperature. I truly believe that we will have high confidence that the productivity will significantly increase. And my goal is India should have only 2% of people invested in farming, feeding the rest of the 1.3 billion. Now, I talked about applied AI. This is generalized AI. AI has the capability to actually help you identify which college should you go to, which city should you live. Also, who should be your life partner? I was telling my grandma that when I was getting married, she ran with my horoscope to so many pundits. Tomorrow, AI will be predicting the success of your marriage, the success of your relationship with your girlfriend, much better than the traditional ways. So just to tell you that these are some of the examples of generalized use case of AI. Now, why AI will be successful in India? I will be very honest with you. While the likes of companies like Google, the likes of countries like China are making a lot of progress in AI, they have what is called a walled garden approach, which means, hey, this is my data, I'm not going to share with you. I'm going to build algorithms on my data for me. India, on the other hand, is open to considering, while we are very hot on data localization, but we are also open on open source, making data available, and perhaps creating value by metering data. By saying, okay, this data, this cost to an MNC, this cost to an academia. Not only that, we have unstructured data, which is beautiful for AI. Also, we have scale. The one time I'm very proud that I am, one of the leading nations with population is, one, we have very young population, two, we have very few dependents, three, we have tremendous volume. Also, I will tell you, while every technology is not available to masses at the time of early deployment. Why? Because technology early on is expensive. By the time it's made available to third world country or poor people, it has gone several years of innovation for low cost. AI is going to be different. Why? Because AI requires data from everyone. The solution will be made to everybody. And the target will be, how can I provide medicines? How can I provide doctor assistance to the rural areas? How can I get connectivity? Similarly, I also believe efficiency will get created. The number of people that can be treated with AI in this space of health will be far more. You probably have heard of Watson of IBM. I truly believe if we leverage Watson for our court cases, the simple one that are kept open pending, you will not have any pending court cases of the smaller courts, because Watson is smart enough to address all of those. I want to tell you today, this is the world statistic. 58% of the companies are investing in researches of AI. However, only 12% are using AI. India stands to lose about $4.6 trillion before 2030 due to non-communicable diseases and mental health conditions unless we interfere with AI and help address this. If we don't get inspired by this, nothing can inspire us. I also want to tell you, this is a very fun graph, guys. I have been a technologist all my life. I have learned math. I come from a family where, this is how people would address to my mom. Oh, your first daughter is very pretty. Your second daughter is very pretty. The third one is very good in math. That's what I was. And I have really focused on math for my entire life. But today, I will tell you, all I am doing is using Excel for everything. All the complex analysis, differential equations, whatever I did, gone. I'm living my life with Excel. But interesting thing, guys, is tomorrow, the same Excel will be replaced with AI tools, because whatever you're doing in Excel, you can do it better with AI. The last foil, this revolution, this intent and dream of leading cannot be true if we don't work together, the policymakers, the government, the technology MNCs. I also see academic professors here in this room. We all have to work together and collaborate to lead in AI. Why? Because today, China aspires 30% of GDP growth because of AI. US says, my GDP will grow by 15% with AI. Guess where India sits? Rest of the world, 5%. Unless we make a change, unless we believe that AI is not a complex technology. I truly believe, when I was a young girl, I was so scared of HTML. I used to think HTML is magic. How come, all of this thing happen on the web? Till I learned And I learned, I said, oh my gosh, this is easy. I thought swimming was so hard. But when I learned, it was easy. So what I want to end with, guys, is nothing in life is to be feared. Whether it is AI, oh, AI will take my job. Do not fear it. It is only to be understood. And now is the time to understand more such that we fear less, either the technology or our jobs. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. It feels like today, more than an MC, I'm like a timer for all our respected speakers. So whenever they're like pushing me, like she has to stop, and I'm like in an awkward moment that I have to stop her. But thank you so much, ma'am. In fact, even I do everything in Excel these days. Thank you so much. High five for that.